Let's go.
Hi guys, today's the second day of this week. Do my workout and it's tiring and I was kind of wondering what's going on, and I did some research about this. For last week I was tired because I started intermittent fasting. I decided not to drink coffee, so I was drinking tea instead. So that was like the whole effect of just no caffeine, not too much caffeine like what I'm used to, so it's kind of different from my body. So that was why. And then on Friday when I found out about the carnivore diet, I was still already fasting, intermittent fasting. And then on Sunday I started implementing the carnivore diet until now, and I was kind of feeling a little bit like just tired, and I didn't have a headache though, so that was a good thing. But I was wondering what was going on, and I just found out, and like a lot of people were talking about electrolytes, and I didn't know too much about that stuff, like why we needed to drink electrolytes. And then so I found out because since I'm now eating a low carb diet, and because I'm not doing strict carnivore, I'm still adding vegetables and fruits, so it's low carb. And before that I was still having higher carbs like rice and pasta and just normal food, and so my body was getting energy source from burning from glucose. So when I was working out, I guess I don't know, I'm just now that I'm transitioning, my body is low in glucose, so it was using fat as the primary source. And at the same time, when the glucose is getting out of my system, so I'm like, along with that, electrolytes is also coming out. So that was what I found out, why I was getting tired. Yeah. So today is the fifth day. I made truffles today, which is it was pretty good actually. It's mainly mozzarella cheese, like a little bit of egg yolk, and this flour. Like the original ingredient was almond flour, but they used I forgot what it was called, but it was good. It was like a substitute, similar texture to like bread, so it could be used to make a sandwich, that kind of stuff. Anything, or like a bread dip. What do you call it? Breadsticks. So I'm excited to use that for more food for the kids, because they didn't complain too much. They enjoyed the food I made this week because I added on vegetables and fruits too. Like, they're getting accustomed to the vegetables, but now I realized from reading and researching on carnivore diet that's actually not good for the body, but I still want them to have some. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like you know that it's not good for you, but you still want the kids, like still want to eat it. I think it's only for certain people though. Like, I think for me, someone who enjoys vegetables, I'm healthy, and I think it's okay to have it in moderation. But at least I know that, well, I don't know. Yeah, anyway. Really tired today. The workout was crazy for some reason. I guess my fats aren't as energized as the glucose, but also it's just a transition of my diet. So I will see next week how things would be. But tomorrow, I'll do my last workout, and then I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna drive back to California, and most likely there would be lots of carbs over there, because that's my family eats a lot of carbs. But I'll see what I can do. I'm feeling like these speech reps not doing me so well. Like, I'm feeling like I'm not able to explain things that well.
halfway there.
Wondering like what way would be better, or is this just how I am, and I should just accept this is how I am. I don't know. So today's question of the day, number 182, is how do you celebrate your accomplishments? What's your way of celebrating? The quote is, the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. How do I celebrate my accomplishments? I actually really don't celebrate my accomplishments. There are lots of things, like I would say the last thing that I remember, especially because since I'm just working out. So in terms of that, because I was last place when I joined Bay Area, because I only had like about 2 months training. So I was last place with the routine. I was like more than 10 minutes was past the time. And then 6 months later, there was another Bay Area bars calisthenics. It was volume 4, so another fitness competition. So I was training with Phil, because that's when we were getting to know each other, and he was helping me train for it, and I won first place. And in the beginners, what do you call it, level, I won first place. And the thing was that my first routine, my first competition, I did really bad in push-ups and pull-ups. And then on the 6 months after, when I joined that one and I won first, I also won first place in push-ups and pull-ups. But that was with a band though. It's not, I can't do push-ups, I mean pull-ups. I gotta try actually. Maybe tomorrow I'll try again doing a pull-up after my superset routine, just to see how my strength is now. And so I didn't celebrate that, and I don't like to be the center of attention, so I didn't celebrate. But of course Phil and Phil, we were together, we were in San Francisco, so we just go to like a restaurant and have some food. So that's my way, I guess. I don't really say anything much about my accomplishments. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. I think that, like, when you don't know anything, or you realize like there's so much that's out there that you can learn. Like, you think you may know everything, but really you don't. Because let's just talk about in terms of like perspective. Like, there's so many perspective, and you only know what you know based on your own perspective of it. And sometimes if you just clear out everything that you know and just listen to somebody else and see their side of the story, or see their view of certain things, you're gonna realize what is actually, like, there's so many things out there that you open up your mind. And that's, to me, like, when you know nothing, you have the possibility of learning more, and then that's when you gain more wisdom. And I hope that makes sense. I think that's how I interpret it. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Yes, because if you know everything, you wouldn't want to learn anything else, because you think that's all there is to know. So in knowing nothing, that's when you will want to learn. Yep. I'm hoping that so Carnivore has lots of benefits, like get rid of your blood. If you have high blood pressure, that's gonna help with that. Diabetes, inflammation, pain, mental clarity, better sleep. One thing I wanted to say, they said that you will probably end up not snoring anymore, and I actually have a problem snoring a lot. Pretty much every night, Phil told me that I do snore, so I hope this will help. Let's go. It helps with hair growth. When I wake up sometimes every morning, and I would have like these aches when I'm walking out off, like getting off the bed. And I noticed this already a few years ago. And I'm gonna have to put my focus on my attention on it when I wake up. The last few days I still have a little bit of achiness, but today I don't remember if it was aching or not because I didn't pay attention. So I think to myself, it probably means that it wasn't painful enough. So I'm gonna have to remember when I wake up tomorrow to think to really pay attention if I'm getting like these aches on my knees and or my feet. So I'm gonna see. Well, and also benefit is losing weight, because today I ate a huge meal. It was mainly bacon, beef. I made the truffles, which is cheese. So all of those were like really heavy with fat, protein. And my order came from Amazon. And so I am thinking, I was full, and then I was like, okay, I better eat before 6:30 because I put my intermittent fasting window between 12 o'clock to 6:30. So I ate around 5, and I just ate like a piece of the other truffle. It was like the size. I'll show pictures on my community page. And I don't feel hungry still. And I don't plan to eat anymore, so let's see. So I actually didn't eat that much, and that's probably why a lot of people, when they feel full, they don't want to eat anymore. So that's how they also lose weight. There's more benefits, but I don't want to. I know there's a lot of videos out there already you can watch to know more.